All right, quick peek at Tesla, the monthly chart. We have our trend line that we talked about for a while from November of 2021. We pushed past through it. It was a beautiful rip to the upside, and now Tesla's kind of pulling back. I would like to see if Tesla retests that 230 on the trend line or not. We could bounce. Hopefully we don't fall below, but that's just an area to be mindful of and keep an eye on moving forward. On our weekly chart, this is pretty interesting. So from about here, this is January 2023, this took us 6 months to get up into this area. Okay, so January to just about June. And then for 6 months, we tried and held inside of this range, right? So this is June to December. And then January, we took 6 months again to come back down into the same range over here that we just took 6 months in. And now we push back up and look what we're in, the same range that we spent 6 months in last year. So I'm hopeful that we're not going to continue this pattern and just rip up and down again for 6 months before we make direction, but it's something to keep in mind for sure. Moving to the daily chart, this is the squeeze I'm watching right now. We still have the diamond pattern, but I'm curious if we're going to end up more into this type of a triangle squeeze with Tesla. It kind of does its own thing, so we kind of have to keep looking at the different angles. Right now, the levels I'm going to keep in mind moving into next week is going to be this 252 and 237. I want to see if we can break either one of these areas. We have room, unfortunately, to keep just bouncing in between this squeeze, right? So just be patient. I think as long as we're inside this range, we can see quite a bit of chop. So these are the numbers and the levels that I'm going to keep an eye on moving into this week to see if we do end up getting our breakout.